3 Star Wars videos. I must have bumped my damn head. Obi-Wan Kenobi made an Empire Strikes Back line even weirder. I watched a couple episodes of the Obi-Wan show before I quit in just utter disgust of how bad they butchered the character, even with Ewan McGregor coming back. Of course, the show couldn't be about him, and young Princess Leia was absolutely annoying and insufferable.
She's horrible.
Disney's Obi-Wan Kenobi show featured a specific plot point that made elements from George Lucas' Empire Strikes Back even stranger in retrospect. Obi-Wan Kenobi saw the long-awaited return of Ewan McGregor to the titular role after multiple planned movies fell through since Disney's acquisition of Lucasfilm. Directed by The Mandalorian's Deborah Chow, Obi-Wan Kenobi took place 10 years after Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. Deborah Chow is really not that great. I mean, if her work on this show is any indication. Set between Revenge of the Sith and the original Star Wars trilogy, Kenobi contains many elements that bridge the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy. One of these elements was a young Leia Organa, who was the catalyst for Obi-Wan Kenobi's plot. However, the journey that both young Leia and former Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi took together in the series makes one specific line from The Empire Strikes Back much weirder in retrospect. Why didn't Obi-Wan consider Leia in saving the galaxy? This whole Obi-Wan leaving to, take care of Leia and just abandoning Luke multiple times was hilarious, considering that was his job on Tatooine, was to learn how to commune with Qui-Gon, through the Force, and then to protect Luke. But, he had to keep leaving because Leia was vastly more important. The line in question is Kenobi's insistence that Luke is the only hope against Vader and the Emperor, to which Yoda responds,
"No, there is another." "No, there is another."
The events of Obi-Wan Kenobi now make this line much stranger, as Kenobi's experiences with Leia should mean that he would consider Leia as one of the galaxy's saviors also. However, there are several reasons as to why Obi-Wan did not consider this. Firstly, it can be placed simply to early Star Wars lack of continuity. At first, The Empire Strikes Back, when it was written, was intended Yoda's other to be Luke's sister, whom the young Jedi would search for in a planned Star Wars sequel trilogy from George Lucas himself, which obviously never materialized.
Nope, not doing it.
However, Lucasfilm's disillusionment with Star Wars franchise and his decision to end Return of the Jedi, the creator decided to make Leia the other, Yoda mentioned, meaning in-universe Kenobi would have no reason to think of Leia. It was only after Empire was released that Lucas wrote Return of the Jedi, and that he made Luke and Leia's sibling status canon, creating another inconsistency in the original trilogy due to the unplanned nature of each film. However, this means that Kenobi seemingly forgets Leia's importance even after his adventures with her in Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, can you blame him? She was an annoying little shit. Why Obi-Wan trained Luke instead of Leia? As simple as it sounds, arguably the main reason why Obi-Wan trained Luke over Leia was circumstance. At the end of Revenge of the Sith, it was decided on a whim that Kenobi would watch over Luke on Thalar's homestead, while Leia would be given to Bail Organa on Alderaan. This meant that Kenobi, despite his early adventures with Leia showcased in Obi-Wan Kenobi, was around to begin Luke's training once the latter became of age. Should Leia have been written to be Luke's sister from the onset of the original Star Wars, she could have played a more integral role in that Obi-Wan Kenobi would have supported, rather than create some canon inconsistencies common to a long-running franchise.
Inconsistent
And unreasonable.
So I don't know. This whole, the retcons and things like that, these series, they create more inconsistencies than they solve when these writers try to go back and take one line and, expand it into an entire story, which is not the case here, but it's what they do with these things. Look at Rogue One, for example, which, some fans like. I enjoy it. Some fans really dislike it. But Kenobi was a bad show. Like I said, I made it through 2 or 3 episodes. The Vader fight was ridiculous. They really ruined this character, and that's sad because he was one of the best parts of the prequels and, just one of my favorite characters overall, Obi-Wan. So, yeah, I don't know. I think this is ridiculous again. they have to go back. Oh, well, they should have. Well, this show didn't need to be made in this respect, so it just didn't. There should have been. It should have been him on Tatooine, you know. But what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? It's Lucasfilm. It's Disney. They have no idea what they're doing. You've got an idiot in charge leading other morons. I'm Itepwakui, and it's your turn. Leave your thoughts in the comments. What's your favorite Star Wars? Rank your Star Wars movies. Rank, your favorite Star Wars movies in the chat. Go ahead and do that for us, folks. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, do all the YouTube things. You can join. If not, just subscribe, ding the bell. It's free. It always will be. I'm Itepwakui, to the place to be reviews. I've been here with all you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one.
It's better to burn out than to fade away.
I could do this all.
This doesn't bode well.
You're lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.